What is up, guys? This is Josh the Gamer here, coming at you with a brand new video. So today I'm going to show you how you generate web pages with Quorum. Now this is a very not a very good system. It works, but it's not the greatest system in the world. I personally still recommend just writing HTML code yourself, but if you want to use Quorum, you can. So let's, I guess, get started with how you do this. So first things first, we are going to have a web page that has a paragraph tag with the text "Hello World" inside of it. That's what we want. So first we need to import the web page class, because without it we cannot create a web page. So use libraries.web.page, and then we want to import the paragraph element. So use libraries.web.page.paragraph. All right, so now that we have that done, we're also going to need the file class to generate this into an actual HTML file. So use libraries.system.file. All right. So let's go ahead and get this started. First off, we need a web page object. So web page, I'm going to call it page. Next, we need a paragraph object. So paragraph, I'm going to call it P. Alright, so next what we want to do is we're going to say, first we want to make sure that our page is actually going to generate something. So we're going to do output page : generate. Now theoretically, what this will do is it will create it'll generate some HTML code. Just the basic HTML opening and closing, doc type, head, title, body, that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and do that, and as you can see, it does generate that output. So now what we want to do is we're going to mess around with the paragraph. So we're going to do P : we're going to add text. Okay, we're going to add text to this paragraph element. We're going to say, "Hello World." Now, you know how in HTML where you just have kind of a, say, a paragraph tag, and you want to put text inside of it like this? The add text action inside of the paragraph class is exactly what that does. Now, you can also set class attributes. You can set the class attribute. You can set an identifier. You can do all that. You can do pretty much anything you can do with HTML in Quorum for generating web pages. So don't you worry about that. So now that we have some text added to our paragraph, let's go ahead and do a page : add. So we're going to add the paragraph to the web page. Next, what we want to do is we need to create a file object. So up where we have all of our other objects, we're going to say file, my file. We're going to say my file write, or we're going to say file, my file set path. We're going to say index.html. Now what this will do is it'll pretty much generate it in the same folder as our main.quorum file. So now we need to write it to a file. So my file write page : generate. Alright, so now let's go ahead and save it, build it to make sure that we don't have any errors. We do not. Go ahead and run that. And as you can see now, it goes and outputs our hello world paragraph thing in the console, and it generates a nice little HTML file at the same level as our source code folder. So if we right click this inside of our NetBeans and hit view, it should open it up in your web browser, and as you can see, it has hello world in a paragraph in our browser. Pretty damn cool. That is pretty much the basics of how you generate a web page in Quorum.